seen maybe one team try to run the Abaddon. I don't remember which one it was. Brain's turning a little bit to jelly at this point, but I don't believe it did as well as Hector's Abaddon. Most likely, they might be shifting this over here. It might actually end. Actually, no. Frank the Tank. That's probably a Frank Abaddon, come to think of it. Probably a Frank Abaddon with the Ancient Apparition going to be Woo, and then the Ember Spirit, you've got the option of running it as a mid laner or putting that over on Matthew, if I had to guess. Yeah, okay, they go for the Wraith King. They're just going for a Beast Coast draft here, you know. Let's get all of Vectors here. Let's pick up this Chaos Knight at the very end, too. No, don't do that. For the love of God, no. I swear to God, Thunder Predator, if you pick up a Frank Dazzle, I'm just...
They're not going to pick up a
me.
Frank Dazzle. Come on, they won't do that.
Oh, you say that, and I've seen it happen anyways. Oh, God. Don't do it.
I think that they need a little bit more lockdown right now on Thunder Predator. I'm not sure how they close this one out. Oh, yeah, I know how they close this one out. They get a puck. Put Leo Style on the puck.
Oh, I love Leo Style puck. I actually really love Leo Style puck.
Problem solved. Put Leo on the puck. You have a lockdown for the faces for. You get onto the back line, onto the Oracle. You grab that. Your draft is perfect. Everybody gets to go home, and South America can rejoice for taking this win. That's how I see this one. But no Pangolier. I am curious as to how they round this one off. There's some decent spells for them to steal on the Rubik, you know. Ixter, he's going to have an all right time with that one. How do they ran this one? They have to ban out the puck here, right?
I don't know. I mean, they could still go for something like a Void Spirit if they wanted. They could go for the puck for the lockdown. There's a couple options on the table that NoPango have to consider here.
Mm-hmm.
What are they most afraid of, I guess?
They got to be most afraid of the puck. I mean, being stuck inside the AA blast, suddenly you have all that lockdown for the faces forwards, able to jump on the back and kill the Oracle. Storm Spirit did make a bit of sense. You know, if you pick up an early Orchid, you can shut him down. But right now, there is a bit of lockdown problems. You just have like the Searing Chains and then just the Wraith Fire Blast on Wraith King. And I feel like that isn't enough. Void Spirit could do as well, you know, if they're just worried about Leo Style having tons of reach here. But I'm really sold on
the back lines. Yeah, the Void Spirit ban was smart because you want to get onto the back lines, onto the Oracle. You want to make sure he can't get any of the spells up. There's still the puck, though. Like you said, he could still get into the back lines, get the murder over onto the Oracle. That's putting a lot of pressure, though, over onto MNZ because a puck can't carry a game alone.
10 seconds.
Yeah, that is true. You know, you see Leo Style last game, you just watch him pop off. I think you're more afraid of him running away from the game with the Void Spirit than you are with him doing the same thing on a puck. And they grab a Wind Ranger here. Interesting.
No likey.
Well, here's the thing about that one. You could still put Matthew on the Wind Ranger here. Actually, you could shuffle heroes around a lot depending on what the last pick here is on No Pangolier. I don't hate it for that reason. You still have a little bit of flexibility of what player is playing what. Pangolier, they have a minute to talk this out. Or sorry, No Pangolier. I wish they were just called Pangolier. Everyone else seems to see them that way.
Yeah, right?
But they have a minute to talk this one out and decide what's the best pickup here. They do need something to round this draft out, but they also need something that's going to have a solid performance no matter what in the mid lane. You know, Lena is one hero that would have done that, but, you know, with Ember Spirit to jump on the back line, I feel like it wasn't crazy. Actually, yeah, I wouldn't have hated Lena here. They only have Ember Spirit and happen to be on a support hero. And even like in the lane, the Lena is going to do an all right job. So that one would have been a safe pick where, you know, you're not worried about either getting outplayed or ganked and whatnot on stars.
I mean, they also need stuff to go in the Chronosphere.
They do, yeah. Lena would have provided that to you.
Yeah, they don't have much to assist this Faceless Void, so early game, these Chronospheres aren't going to do a whole heck of a lot. Okay, that provides something. That looks pretty good. You know, the fact you could drop the Nimbus, you can start to, you know, nuke down the Wind Ranger, even if she's got the Wind Run on. That's decent. I like it. I am concerned, though, it is a little squishy. So if he gets shackled up, this Wind Ranger is going to blow him up. But again, we're still kind of waiting to see who's playing what here. So it is a Frank Abaddon. MJZ obviously playing that. Okay, it is a Leo Style Wind Ranger, and Matthew's going to be playing the Ember Spirit. So about what we expected. God, Ancient Apparition doesn't even look like Ancient Apparition.
No, it doesn't.
Look
It
at that
looks like
skin.
Dr. Octopus or something.
I don't know what he looks like, but he's gone through some changes for sure. So what do we think? I'm a little concerned about the NoPango draft. I like the fact that they do have an Oracle, but at the same time, they do have the Ancient Apparition. You've got Matthew's going to be just running constantly at stars because they don't have any way to save stars, really. And they have ways of getting into the back lines actually quite easily with the Leo style Wind Ranger and of course the Ember Spirit, just throwing out remnants, chasing down Pingu, and just chasing down stars here. So I don't know. I think it's going to be a little bit tough for them.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's got to be Pingu here on the Oracle protecting stars. It's interesting. He's playing all these defensive heroes. He loves Winter Wyvern. He's been playing a lot of Omni Knight. He's been playing Oracle now. The question is, can they stop his aggression coming out from Leo Style and Matthew in conjunction with each other? This guy, he showed off last game just how good he is. I think he's going to play a very aggressive Wind Ranger here. He might rush a very quick blink or just play very far forward. Do keep in mind, Stars Zeus, this was a pretty strong hero that we saw yesterday. He actually managed to take a game off of Cat Jammers with it. You were there.
Neph can't remember I'm there. Oh, God. Be interesting to see, though. Like we said, they have quite a bit of aggression coming out from the side of TPredator. It's always how they like to play. I mean, one of the other signature things that they like to do is, at the 4-minute mark, you start to see everybody rotate towards that mid lane. So Stars has to be very aware of that, as does Pingu. He's got to be ready to teleport. And if they see that they are making those plays, they're definitely going to try to take advantage of it in other lanes as well. So interesting for sure.
Exactly. MNZ starting to cut trees. The bottom line, finds himself paths to escape from the enemy should they try to contest him picking up the bounty rune or suddenly run into a bunch of heroes. Up here in the...
Man, putting some pressure over here on Lies. Already used that time walk. But is going to get phased out away from this rune. Yes, that's kind of hanging around, seeing if he can figure out if there's any wards. Keeping tabs over here, but doesn't see anything. Man, I love this Arcana. It is absolutely beautiful.
The Wind Ranger?
Yeah.
I think her eyes look kind of weird.
Like a little bit anime style, a little bit bigger. You like the anime. You're a weeb.
What is anime?
Don't even. Your name is literally Neph Sensei. Get out of here, you weeb.
Didn't get it for a second.
All right, well, lots of pressure being placed over here on Lies. He's going to try to time walk some of this damage off, but they'll get a couple of value clicks as well. Like off from Matthew. Love seeing him on this hero, by the way. I think that Matthew gets a lot done with his Ember Spirit in that position 4.
What's he sending out to himself right now? I think he's just moving the courier forward a little bit.
Some tangos coming out for Matthew. A lot of fighting back and forth in this top lane so far, but already Ancient Apparition making his way back bottom is going to support MNZ and his endeavors of farming.
All right, looking over here in the mid, this is a one Stars has to be a little bit more careful for. He got punished the other day when he was playing against Quinn for, exhausting too much mana on the early levels when he was playing that Skywrath Mage. I was talking to NoPango as well, and Stars in particular. Every game that they lose, they go back and they watch the replays and they figure out exactly what went wrong, and they've been improving every day because of it. So and you can see the improvements from them as they go along in this tournament. He's playing and his team is playing just a little bit better every single day. He said especially Quincy Crew, that loss after they did pretty good in the laning phase, didn't just lost super hard afterwards. He said taught them a lot. So I'm interested to see, again, how they play against a team of the caliber of TPredator. Last game, it didn't go well for them. This game, I think he'll do whatever it takes to play a little bit safer against Leo Style to stop him popping off and having the same game that he did last time. These teams, when they get to play in tournaments like these, they improve very fast if they put the effort in. And they are here on NoPango.
No, I think that's one thing I really love about watching the open qualifier teams is the fact that you get these opportunities that you get to play against these really fantastic teams that you might not necessarily get to have if you're just playing your pubs and whatnot. You learn a lot from it, and it's really nice to see, you know, again, these tier 2 teams that are making their way through get the chance to learn. They take each like loss, like you said, they go back, they look at it, and they're like, oh man, you know, this is really cool. They did this here. This is how we ended up, you know, losing it because we didn't, you know, get our positioning. Our item timings were a little bit off, and they were super hyper aggressive, and they just got there a little bit faster. Like I love that, and I think it's really great that they are taking the time to go back and look at their replays.
Mm-hmm.
So TLTR, I'm glad that they're taking advantage of the opportunity presented to them for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that was a bit long-winded.
No, it's completely understandable. I think it's pretty important. You know, a lot of people are watching. They probably wonder how they can get better. One thing that I love to do when I work with a team right now, and I have worked with a couple, is I record scrims. Not because it's any better than watching in Dota TV, but because communications is really important to listen to when you line up with gameplay, because comms are super important in Dota 2.
Agreed. And also the trust issue, right? Like the fact that, especially if you've got someone super hyper aggressive, like Mr. Leo style here in the mid lane, you need to be able to just trust your mid laner, right? If he's going in, if he's playing something like Storm, he can't hesitate. He's got to go in. He's got to take these chances, and you need to just trust him and follow up. So comms are extremely important, as is trust, for sure.
Okay. Leo style is actually trying to outperform Stars here in the mid lane pretty hard. You know, he's throwing a shackle forward and whatnot. It latched onto the creep and not Stars there. You know, when you make plays like that, it shows like you're really trying to pop off in the lane. Ooh.
Oh, look at Matthew securing up the rune. I told you.
Mm-hmm.
I told you. Now, 4-minute mark comes around. You'll see the rotation come out from the side of TPredator. They'll always make sure that they can grab up these runes here for Leo style. And if they see an opportunity, like, here we go, double damage here. He's going to chase down Stars. He's got the wind run, and that's going to be first blood. Leo style already on a roll here. Sees Exter. Got some... No, he's going to take some tower damage. He doesn't want to have to deal with that. I think he thought that the creeps were going to draw more of this aggro, so...
Do you see him dropping...
And again, though...
He's going to get him. I think. Power shot.
You are casters cursing Leo style. Thank you for that.
No.
Neph?
Leo, I am so sorry, Leo. Oh my god.
Yep, you're fired. Because he'll never notice you now. And if he does, it'll just because he's angry.
Nah. Fair enough. Ixter, he's got his dancing shoes on, you know.
Alright, maybe go back in, get the kill. If
like I said, never doubted Leo style. He had him the whole time. You guys all heard it. Neph predictions, everybody. Wow.
I like how Leo style opts to go for the bounty rune of Stars here instead of going for his own. Just making sure he can deny it here from the Zeus, who's only got 2 bottle charges left. He's going right back over here into the lane.
Yep. He's got a javelin and an observer ward coming forward, so this will give him. He's going to place it to get sight on his Zeus as he's trying to do some other stuff. And you know, I think the courier arrives around the same time that his focus fire comes off cooldown, so he's hoping not to reveal the javelin and just run at the Zeus and blow him up. As Stars, you know, he's playing a little bit further back right now. I think he knows that Leo style is much stronger than him, and I really like this. You know, you did die getting dove under the tower right there, but he's still not giving Leo style a chance to pop off.
I think part of that too was the fact that he had the double damage rune, but yeah, Leo Styles just knows the limits on this here very well. Oh god, Lukey in the bottom lane. He is gonna just perish as MJZ freezes him up. And Matthew again making sure that Leo Style has this rune available, so he'll go snap up this illusion rune and go right back on doing what he's doing in this mid lane.
Yeah. Leo, you know, throws the power shot forward, tried to interrupt Stars' clarity on him. It was near the end of the duration. He did miss, though, so he doesn't end up getting anything out of that, which is a shame. I think... No. I thought the Rubik gave him a clarity, but that was his. So actually opted to go no points in a lightning bolt. He's just working on shoving out the lane, clearing out these jungle stacks, and it will kind of limit his ability to rotate and take team fights against the enemies. It make them a bit weaker at the start, but you know, again, when you're playing against Leo style, given his performance last game, you want to go for the safest build possible.
Frank is in need of some assistance here, but they do manage to go and silence up Lies. And Matthew, though, he's slippery. He just walks away.
This guy's got some moves and feet.
I mean, it's not even that he has the moves. He literally just walks away because what do you have? You've got Fortune's End, and that's pretty much it. They'll pop off the Aphotic Shield here, but the heal go over here on Frank, it's actually, nope, there it is. They'll follow up with the Zeus Ultimate, Thunder God's Wrath, and the rotation, though, coming out from Leo style. He wants to get this kill on Lysa. He's going to be able to find it, and he's going to be able to put some decent damage on Pingu. Doesn't have the Shackle, though, has already used it on the Faceless Void.
Yeah.
But he chonked him real good with that one click.
Yeah. And, the reason why he didn't have the Shackle Shot, he need to use that, even if it only stands for the 0.5 second 0.75.
No, he's all right.
Gonna make it out of that one.
Got the...
Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
Got it's just like amp damage. What the heck is it called? Corrosive Haze. That's it. Leo style finds another kill on Stars. Always going pretty deep. MNZ going right back in again. Starts poking away. Lukey taking a decent amount of damage, but double damage picked up for Leo style. Man, he has gotten every single rune with some help from Matthew, of course.
Yeah, one mistake that Leo Style has made so far, his courier did go down. It was going to complete his wand. It flew right through the tower, and that one finished it off. Next here, I don't know. I think you just... Ooh.
Hold on to that thought. Now, Frank tanking up this tower as he's just chasing after Lies. Gets that proc off. Does have to be a little bit careful. And Leo Style over here in this mid lane, just poking away.
Forced to get back now. It sucks that he lost the wand on the courier. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but, the courier being dead for a little while.
Lukey. Slithering Crush, though. Go and shackle him up to the tree, though. Leo Style getting himself another kill, but they managed to turn it right back around again as Pingu comes in hot. Gets the kill on Leo Style.
That one is pretty big. It sucks that it was split up, and it was split to the two supports over here who were alive. That kill on Leo Style would have been worth a lot of gold. So, unfortunately, you're not going to get a recovery gold from Stars or Lukey there, but you do slow down the game of Leo Style by just a little bit, and that's going to make all the difference right now. And the fact that he was just dominating.
And he's been having himself a really good time this game, sitting at 4-1-1, and decent amount of net worth as he's got the boots puddle and the javelin online here, so definitely making that pressure on the map and making it very difficult. 10-minute runes are up though. It's gonna back off. Do a little bit of scouting here, manages to find himself a broom handle. They pick up the bounty runes. Thunder Predator grabbing almost all of them, and he grabs himself again the action rune.
When you're good, you win those 50-50s. It's not just that, though. It's the fact that Matthew, he's been rotating in, setting up everything for him.
Oh, Lukey bottom lane. He's going to shatter. Takester now running away. We do have the level 6 online for Ember Spirit if they want to try to use the Remnant and catch him up here, but not too interested. Mid lane again, Oh, Pingu. He's forced to use his ultimate on himself, and he's still very dead here. Boop, 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 and down he goes. Leo Style will focus back on the tower. TP coming out from Zeus. That does have a decent amount of nuke damage here. Style having to be a little bit careful. Does have a couple of these wand charges, but with that shackle, the follow-up coming up now from Matthew. Thunder God's Wrath, not quite enough, but the tower comes through. He's got the wind run. They use the smoke to make sure that Leo Style can run away. Matthew, God.
Yeah, he knows he can't die again here on Leo Style. He's just been popping off, though. It puts him even closer to his MKP. I'm not sure it was necessary. You did bottle up. I'm not sure if it deflected just one of the tower shots or two. It does disjoint as it comes out on you. Using smokes like that in professional games are rarely worth it because they do so much for you later on. But, given how hard Leo Style's owning, I think it was worth it. And while he does all this, the entire team is focused and looking at him on Leo Style. But MNZ,
Leo
he's
Style
actually...
finds Pingu bottom lane. Quick pick off.
He just doesn't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Look at this. He finds Lukey over here. They'll throw out the Corrosive Haze. They're going to try to hold him in place. Ice Blast comes in hot. That's a dead Lukey. And now Aegster left behind, shackled up to the tree. Oh, it's a nice Chronosphere coming out from Lies. But again, they don't have anything else to throw into this Chronosphere. But they have the save. No, it's not going to be enough. They get the kill, but they manage to go shackle both of them up here. And now they're looking like they're going to end up just being satisfied with the kill on Aegster. But
he had 4 stacks of time dilation on one Leo style. So, given the fact that you're that slow, your abilities are taking that much longer to come back up. You have to play that a little bit slower. I was just touching on, with how much you're owning on Leo style and how focused the entire enemy team is on you, you have all of the space in the world on MNZ. And with this space, he got a Midas, he got an Iron Talon. He is hitting maximum farming speed. And fortunately, he's not going for another farming item after this. He's going to go right into the game. So I think around the 20-minute mark, they're just going to be ready to start pushing high ground on the side of Thunder Predator. Up 6k net worth at 12 minutes already.
Matthew making space over here. Very good at doing this. Eventually, though, Fortune's End will connect. Stars is waiting. Got another Remnant, though. Frank joining in the fight, and Leo Style coming around the other side. Manages to go, gets a big old power shot. Oh, it's beautiful! Tengu should get taken down here, if not crushed. And there's going to be the buyback. Now they're trying to come forward. They want to save him. Star's taking so much damage. It's a good Oracle ulti being thrown out over onto the Zeus, but Frankie doesn't care. He can take all of this damage. He's just going to keep chasing after Stars. They don't have enough heals to keep him alive as they turn right back around again. Pingu gets shackled up to the tree. Lukey just barely managing to stay alive during all of this. So they'll go back in over here onto Lies. MJZ trying to hide over in the corner. Pingu, though, is going to fall. Lukey also gets found out by Matthew.
Oh my god, Leo Style, everything he does this game, he's doing perfectly. If you saw that at the start of the team fight, the double shackle into a 3-man power shot, and that sets up a 3-man ice blast. No Pangolier. It is incredibly hard to do anything this game. It's not even that you're doing anything wrong, just everything Thunder Predator does feels perfect. I don't know what changed between the games earlier in this one. Just 2 series, they go, okay, we lost that last one. We need to focus up. We need to play our absolute best. And this is the Thunder Predator we know and love. This is the Thunder Predator that is the top team that constantly, takes games off of Beast Coast and is contested to be the top in the region with them.
Gotta say, the draft just feels a little bit better this time around for Thunder Predator in both of these games. I think that makes a big difference. I like Viper. I mean, not really. It's Viper. But, it isn't fitting Leo Style's play style. This is a guy who likes to dodge in and out. He plays a godlike puck. He's very good with Storm Spirit. He's excellent with the Queen of Pain. Seeing him on a Viper, the only person I think that I see on a Viper and I think, oh, this is going to be pretty good is Mr. Jeans, right? That is a Mr. Jeans hero 100%. But for Leo Style, he's better on these very skirmishy, duck in and out sort of heroes. And of course, having Matthew on his Ember Spirit is also just absolutely fantastic. They do have the Chronosphere up here if they want to try to make something happen. But the rest of the team over on the back line, Shackle comes out. Lukey held into place. They've got the Ice Blast. He was going to fall. And uh-oh. We lost a couple players here.
Yeah, 2 heroes go down. So I'm interested to know what you were talking about earlier as far as the Viper and the drafting earlier from Thunder Predator. Do you feel like Viper is, just not taking advantage of Leo Style's like play style and skill, his ability to outplay his opponents? Like,
yeah, 100%.
So it's like to telegraph what everything is going to do. Like you don't have that much opportunity, like as you say, go in and out, land these skill shots, trick the enemy into what you're doing, and outplay them. It's all, very easy to figure out what he's capable of on the Viper.
Exactly. And it's also just a slow hero. He likes to duck in and out of these fights. He likes being able to poke and prod. The only mid player I know right now, okay, there's going to be a Chronosphere, so they should be able to finally take down Leo Style. And that's about it, though, because the rest of them, they're just way too tanky on the back lines. They get those steering chains off. It's going to be the save. Pingu using his ultimate on himself. Oof, I don't know if that was the play. And he's just going to get beaten down to death. There's no way that Pingu survives this. Pop, down he goes. Matthew says, prepare for a lesson. What were they saying? Estudian locals?
And that's it. They GG out. They know there's nothing that they can do. 15 minutes. This is the second shortest GG of the Monster Energy Summit 13 so far. Thunder Predator playing an amazing game. And these last 2 series, Leo Style, it was near perfect gameplay out of him. It was incredible.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, again, you're not using Leo style to his full potential unless you give him heroes that are gonna duck in and out. The only mid player that I know that's pretty decent at like taking some of these bigger, slower, chunkier heroes is Bryle, right? His Underlord was insane the other day, and he can do it with like, you know, the Doom, anything like that. But you see how good Leo style is when you give him the type of heroes that really fit his play style. So you know, it was a fast game. My goodness, 15 minutes and 39 seconds. If this were a pub, I don't think it would count practically, right? It's got to be a certain amount of time.
No, it's first kill that happens, but it definitely still counts. This is actually only the second shortest match. I believe that Quincy Crew managed to beat Cat Jammers in 13 minutes in a game earlier in this tournament. But you know, amazing out of Leo style there. My favorite part of all this is just the fact that how safe Stars was playing. You know, he was doing his best to not give Leo style any advantage. In Leo style, he was making a couple misplays in the mid lane, like he was throwing shackles off on the creeps that weren't latching, just trying to go forward nonstop there. You know, it wasn't perfect gameplay, but you know, regardless of how careful Stars was playing, he still did all of that work. It was insane to watch.
Yeah, like I said, you know, I've mentioned this before. Every time I see Stars in the mid lane, even if he loses his lane, it's not ever where he just continuously goes back and he feeds, or like he can't find anything to do. Like he really does search around the map. He finds these opportunities. He's like, okay, well, if I can't do this, it's almost like he's got a little flow chart going on. He always is trying to be very efficient in some manner or another and trying to find kills on the map. But in this case, you know, did the best he could, but unfortunately, Leo style just drank his gamer juice today or something, because he was on fire for this match in particular, and the last one as well. So unfortunately, you know, it looks like NoPango, you know, they were on a bit of a hot streak yesterday, and today they're going to have to go back. And like you said, though, Neph, these open qualifier teams, it's an opportunity for them. They can go back, watch their replays, and see exactly where things started to fall apart and learn from it. So hopefully that's what they're going to do, and they'll come back even stronger next time.
Absolutely. No, that's all I really have to say. I didn't really get a chance to touch on a lot of these other heroes in game number 2, but you know, you could barely feel their presence with how short the game was. Lies, he had a decent amount of farm, but you know, nothing compared to what MNZ did, just with how much his farm. And of course, amazing support there by Matthew, enabling Leo style to take off like that.
God, I love Matthew Ember Spirit. That dude is just too good at making space and really hitting the buttons at the right time, so that way he makes them chase him around the map and somehow still manages to get away alive most of the time. Only one death on him this entire game. So yeah, that is it from us tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, supporting NASA Dota. We really, really appreciate it. We appreciate the players, too, making their time to come in and have an interview with us. I know, unfortunately, we can't really get a interview with TPredator. We were trying to convince some of the players, but they're a little bit too shy with their English, and my Espanol is not good enough to hold an entire interview, unfortunately. And Neph, well, you know. But that's going to be it for tonight. We do have plenty more of the summit, though, coming up tomorrow. First game of the day is, in fact, Infamous versus Spirit. So we'll get a little Peruvian versus Brazilian action, which should be pretty fun. That is an open qualifier team. I think there's an Argentinian on that team, too. So getting a little bit of everything in that particular South American match. But yeah, that's going to be it from us tonight. So again, thank you so much. Thanks to our sponsor, Monster Energy, for keeping us fueled. It is 12:30 here at night. I am very, very tired. I'm sure Neph is tired, and I'm sure production is also ready to go to bed. So we're going to say goodnight to you all, and we'll see you tomorrow.